Hello, and welcome to St. Jude and Five-ish. Today we are going to talk about something very near and dear to our hearts, our culture. A culture where caregivers are encouraged to get involved in decision making and help to create the roadmap for St. Jude's success. Whether participating as volunteers, looking for new ways to recognize caregivers for their contributions, improving St. Jude's carbon footprint, or simply promoting fun, St. Jude caregiver committees make an impact on important initiatives year-round. Today, to talk with us about these committees and the importance of getting involved is Margarita Sandoval, Office Coordinator for Cardiology, 14-year St. Jude veteran, and Chair of the Rewards and Recognition Committee. Margarita, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about what inspired you to join a committee, and specifically, why did the Rewards and Recognition Committee resonate with you so much?
Well, the joy of rewarding a caregiver and praising them for the job well done is what inspired me to come into the committee. And what resonated is caregivers want to feel rewarded and they want to feel valued, and the committee is committed to doing just that.
Wonderful. Now, what are some of the decisions that you've been involved with, or not just you, but the committee has been involved with? And what activities has the committee also helped to develop?
Well, the decisions we're involved in is the round of applause wall, and the committee members are in charge and having the difficult decision of deciding who the 12 recipients will be to be displayed on there. So out of over 1,000 applauses that we receive quarterly, lots of them, we have the decision of choosing 12. And those are the recipients that are displayed at the Northwest Tower Service Hallway, and also at the Center of Rehab and Wellness.
How many members are on your committee specifically?
Currently, we have about 20 members.
Okay, and so then you sift through all of the round of applause. Are you also involved in some of the Values in Action recipient selection?
Some of our committee members do go into that subcommittee and are the ones that are in charge of choosing the Values in Action.
Okay, very good. Now, is there anything top secret that you would be willing to share with us today, just between us girls?
Well, the first one is currently the round of, or the Rewards and Recognition Committee. We are in the process of choosing the next 12 recipients that are going to be presented at the October 10th luncheon for the applause celebration. And during that, we're also going to include our Success Factors recipients. But I don't think you're wanting to know about that.
Just thinking about something else, something big that's coming down the road.
Culturepalooza?
Yes.
Okay. Well, just between you and me.
Okay.
It's we are going to go ahead and have that at the Improv, so there might be a little laughter incorporated into it. But that's the time to go ahead and celebrate our caregivers and their commitment to our St. Jude values and also their promise. Oh,
it's so fun. I'm excited for Culturepalooza. Now, what would you say to a caregiver who was wanting to join a committee? What is the process for doing that, and what are the options that they would have? What kind of committee options are there?
So there's some committees that you don't have to have full commitment to. Sometimes you're not able to get out of the office. So the best way is you can go ahead and email St. Jude Pride at stjude.org. And also at Culturepalooza, we'll have our committee members will be displaying their accomplishments and also their upcoming goals for the year. So that's a great way to learn about each committee.
Okay. And what are the names of the committees again? So obviously Rewards and Recognition.
We have a total of 7 committees. Besides the Awards and Recognition, we have the Wellness Committee. They help coordinate fitness meetups in the area, such as Hillcrest Stairs on rock climbing, and they promote the sports leagues, kickball, soccer, and also softball. The next one is the Peer Advocate and Diversity Council. They helped provide input on our old dress code, worked with Shared Governance on updating our visitation guidelines, and they've recently added diversity as commitment goal. Environmental Sustainment Committee, they participate in our Earth Day event and partner with Safety and Wellness Committee. This group promotes recycling, reusing material, such as yogurt containers, to start seedlings. Our next committee is the Community Involvement Committee. They are drivers of Box of Love, adopt a family, monthly donations for nonprofits, and identifying ways to serve the community, like Love Fullerton and food distribution at a church on Orange Thorpe. The Spirit Squad, they get caregivers together for a little fun, hosting events every month. You may have heard of the salsa contest, and I mean the eating,
Yes.
not the dancing.
Yes, we like the food choices.
The pumpkin carving contest, most recently the St. Jude County Fair, the beautiful butterfly mural that caregivers see as they drive in the Baston Cherry employee structure. The Spirit Squad was involved in recruiting caregivers and their families to make unique butterflies, which they partnership with Fullerton School District. And lastly, but not least, the Mission and Culture Committee. The Culture Design Committee were the original authors of our Culture Compass in 2015. This committee merged with the Mission and Action Committee and now do a number of activities such as Mission and Culture Day during St. Joseph Week. They also contribute to Hospital Week and Christmas buffet planning.
So there's really a lot of ways to get involved.
There sure is.
And certainly a lot of fun options as well. So as you may have seen in past segments, I also like to ask a question or two about you personally, just to get to know you. So I understand you do have two beautiful children, Ruby and Antonio. And then also you have a handful of other, shall I call them babies. Can you tell me a little bit about these additional family members?
So we have 6 peacocks, 6 beautiful peacocks, and we have 1 guinea pig and 2 dogs. We used to have 17 chickens, but we recently had to give those away.
Yeah, you have your hands full. A lot of things to take care of.
We did, too much work.
And I understand that Ruby is an exceptional artist, and she recently received 2nd place in the Norco Fair.
My goodness, my daughter is so artistic. I don't know where she gets it from. But she's a great painter, and she loves just free sketching.
And Antonio's quite the athlete, right?
Oh, my gosh. He's my little daredevil. He loves playing baseball and gets into anything he can get into.
Oh, well, very good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing a little bit about the committees and yourself.
My pleasure.
We look forward to seeing all of you at our next Culture Palooza. Be sure to visit the Caregiver Committee tables to get more information on how to get involved. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of St. Jude and Five-ish.